special episode of Great Lakes Gaming. Lit Mitten Media proudly brings to you a very special episode of Great Lakes Gaming. Your moderator for this very special episode, Dan Allen.
Mazel tov!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Great Lakes Gaming. It is February 18th, 2018. I am Dan Allen, not introducing myself there. And it is a very special episode of Great Lakes Gaming, the 20th episode. I am joined today by Nicholas Cartier.
Good morning, everyone.
Trey Graunstadt.
Were you thinking, as you were saying my name, oh shit, it's hard, motherfucker?
I was thinking, like, Dan, just say their real names for once. Like, I was gonna be like, Gruntier. Like.
Gruntier.
And there's no Kyle this week. Kyle will be joining us next week. But this week, Cartier, something so special. The Professor versus the Hard Motherfucker. Cartier versus Grunstadt. Trey G versus Nick C. One-on-one. A podcast dedicated mostly to the Gauntlet series known as CVT. Or Professor. I haven't thought of what the buzzword for the verses is going to be yet. The Trick Challenge.
I want to get out there.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get in the ring with him.
Okay.
I want to stare him down. And I want to selectively permeate his phospholipid bilayer.
Damn.
I'm going to turn his whole body into a flesh pocket for everyone's use.
I'm going to put my cytosol in your cytoplasm.
Before we do anything with cytoplasm, though, let's quickly and smoothly do some corrections. Last week I said IGN, I'm an idiot. Last week I said IGN grades on a 10-point grading system to the 10th place, but to the 10th place makes it a 100-point fucking grading system. The more you know. Sometimes you listen back to the podcast and you hear something hilarious, and it's not a correction, but Cartier, the IGN 7 out of 10 too much water joke you made last week.
Yep.
I missed it, and I want you to know, acknowledged. Joke acknowledged. A great joke. Poking fun at how silly and bad IGN reviews are. Was that Crystal? Was it Pokemon Crystal?
It was Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
Too much water.
Too much water. Too much water for the Island remake.
And finally,
Their own wrong opinion.
and final correction, I thought Trey drew my face on that penis. But it was Kyle.
He's no longer with us.
See you next week, Kyle. DJ, cut that music. I would have gone. I'm fine with it.
I love Furby organs.
Furby organs. The three of us did just watch a Furby organ YouTube video where someone made an organ out of Furbies. I'll plug it. He's got a Patreon. I wish I had it. I'd plug that. He said, "Give £1, you won't even notice."
That really makes me want to like circuit bend a Furby now. Dude,
Put a Furby on your pedal board.
Yeah, I can get down with that.
Today we got the one-on-one Ultimate Gauntlet series of Cartier versus Grunstadt. However, I think we gotta still hit us a little twig. The deceptively titled segment known as This Week in Gaming. Not a news segment, Trey. Did you know that? It's not a news segment?
I did know that. Unless it was like retro news, but it's not retro news.
So here's the problem, to both of you guys. Here's the problem with, I almost didn't do This Week in Gaming this week because honestly, it's just not gonna work. I was gonna explain it to you, but I was like, they'll just see when we start. So here we go. Kyle, what'd you play this week in gaming?
Oh yeah, Kyle.
How are we ever gonna get past this point?
He actually asked me. He knew about this. He knew that this was going to happen. So
Whoa.
he presented this to me, to you guys. Which one of you two thinks you're high enough to be Kyle Melville on this episode of Great Lakes Gaming?
I'm not gonna answer that fucking question.
He specifically asked me to ask you two that.
Which one of you guys
is high enough to be Kyle Melville on this episode of Great Lakes Gaming?
I like to think I walk around high on life, so I'll pretend to be Kyle. What'd you play this week in gaming, Kyle?
Please speak towards the ceiling.
Nothing. Come on, man, you played something. Yeah, I played Farpoint VR just a little bit. I had a lot of homework. But killing spiders, it was great. I was also playing more Super Hot. I beat it, but I'm just kind of like fucking around at this point. I'm grabbing weird things and doing weirder things with them. I'm like trying to throw the guns to like the next level and then catch them. You know, didn't mess with Skyrim VR. I bought rigs. I fucking hope he bought rigs. Alright, Kyle, well, we'll talk to you more once you've actually played rigs. Which is a mechanized combat league. Good stuff. Kyle, what do you think Trey played?
Dick.
A dick. I was going to say a dick, too. Trey Graunstadt, what did you play this week in gaming?
Well, it wasn't a dick, for starts.
Not once.
Fuck you, Kyle. I enjoyed, Shadow of the Colossus remake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is it officially... I'm grabbing the box right now. It's not a remaster, it's a remake.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had to like...
They rebuilt it from scratch.
So good, so impressive. What are your thoughts on it?
I think it's fucking everything I wanted it to be. Like, it's awesome. Like, you can change the filters for the graphics too.
Gefilter.
Yeah, so you can do like woodland or like vivid or like nighttime.
Sick.
It's fucking dope.
Oh man.
Is it filled with life? Is it like no?
No.
No.
I love Shadow of the Colossus. But my one thing about that game is just like it was really empty.
It's the art.
Yeah.
And the loading and the art.
I mean, it's a lot cooler now because like you can fucking see the art like and it's sharp.
Yeah.
You know, so like when you look like you're in the temple looking at the idols of the Colossi. It's great. You can see what they look like now, and there's definitely a lot to appreciate. And like the emptiness is definitely has something to do with the mood of Shadow of the Colossus, but controls aren't as like finicky. They're like just finicky enough.
Have you met any of the Colossus yet? Have you?
Oh yeah, I'm like.
How much you play?
I'm through 6 of them.
You played the bird?
Yeah, I did the bird.
Okay.
Like that shit was so sweet.
Yeah. Oh man.
You gotta like jump up and then like grab onto his wings and climb up his tail and stuff.
So good. Man,
that game is so tight.
I mean, adding just like updating such a quality game already. It's like I feel like you can't really go wrong. Like unless it hadn't been that impressive. But one thing I want to say, and this is spoilers for the end of Shadow Colossus, but you just made me think of it. One thing I regret about the only time I fully played that game is spoilers in 3, 2, 1. The very end when you're fucking huge.
I have not played till the end.
Trey, we're not even gonna talk about it. I'm glad I started like that. It was a really deceptive sentence. I could have described it way better. All I gotta say is, whenever that happens, take your time. I was like, what? And then I was an idiot, and it was over. I'm like, okay, just eager to play. But, awesome. 6? You're 6 in already.
Yeah.
You haven't played that game ever?
No, I've played that game before,
okay.
a little bit, but... No, it's like, I can do like some of those like first Colossus way quicker now, because the controls aren't as shit, so...
Yeah. How's it climbing up on them? Is it great?
It's better. It's a lot better.
Interesting.
It's still like... There's still a little bit of like difficulty in it, but it's... you know, it's not like you push the button a bunch of times and the action does not initiate. Like,
as you run out of grip strength.
yeah.
Please. Oh. I'm excited to hear you continue to play. I'm glad you haven't played the end of that game yet.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about it.
Talk about it.
Nicholas Cartier. What'd you play this week in gaming?
This week in gaming is brought to you by Kyle Melville, but he forgot to show up. My name is Nicholas Cartier, and
He announced. No.
I know he did not forget.
He announced. So you no-showed.
I know. No.
He didn't no-call no-show.
Well, anyways, not today. This week in gaming,
Soiled it.
This week in gaming, I played more Dragon Quest Builders, and that game is still fucking hard to put down.
Making runs.
Yeah. It was, so I decided to line my whole fortress with, like, a forest.
Impressive.
And it's great. Nothing can break through it, so.
It looks really impressive. I'm like, oh, man.
Yeah, it makes me, like, I wanna try it out. But...
We could share buildings, Trey. Once you finish the first chapter, we could share. we could build buildings and share them. I thought
That's crazy.
I thought about you because I got to the free battle part of the free build part, and it's like, here's a square in your world. This world is just you, no monsters, but materials. You can go to place with monsters from the free build, but it's like this square is where you can import anything that someone wants to put in this square from anywhere else, like random person or specific friend, specific building. They're like, and here's your square. Build whatever you want in there. That's what you're gonna share with others. I'm like, I wonder how many just like penises they get. Like, I can share one thing in this square. This square, I build my house over there, but one big penis. I'm making I'm trying to, cause I figure everyone's like, look at this house, and like, oh, everyone look at my house. I'm gonna build an orchard.
An orchard?
I'm gonna put a bunch of trees. I'm like, what if...
Are there apples in this orchard?
What if you import my square, and it just looks like part of the map?
I don't know. I'd have to see what you're talking about to fully grasp.
I'm saying people are gonna be building fancy things that are like purple, and I'm just gonna I'm like grass block tree. But anyways,
well,
sorry.
No, it's fine. So I was exploring the map a little bit because like I got my second teleporter, but I had to fuck around for like a week in game.
Teleportal.
Yeah. So I ended up finding like this area where like all the grass was purple and there were these trees.
Whoa.
And I didn't want to fuck with the trees because like they look like they could kill me. But yeah, I still need to go back there and like figure it out. But yeah, there's like the ground is all like purple and it's just like it's a lot different than just the forests and like the rocks that I've been seeing lately.
Makes me think everything's gonna be real different from each other.
Yeah.
Man, good times.
But no, other than that, I officially have an underground. I have like the main floor, and now I have a second level to my fortress.
Is it counting stuff on the second level too, points wise?
Oh yeah,
dude.
As long as it's inside the light, it counts.
Okay, nice.
Because like you just like because
it
like
can't be higher than 2 though.
Well, that's the thing. You can put rooms up there, so like you can like make a second level, and then if you like make a room where it's like 2, then it counts it as a room.
Nice.
But no, I've been making my walls big as fuck, even if it doesn't count for the points.
No,
because like fucking Rolo keeps jumping on my walls while I'm building, and LaRouche he gets in my seriously I was digging underground, and he ended up underground with me, and he just like stayed down there for like 8 minutes.
Rolo or LaRouche?
LaRouche.
Oh, dude, I love LaRouche.
LaRouche, he just got stuck downstairs, and everyone's talking shit about him, like, hey, he's a shady character, and I'm like, he has been underground for like 2 weeks. You have not seen him, Pippa. You have not seen him.
First off, I love Pippa.
Yeah, she's my girl.
Also, the Rolo LaRouche relationship is weird that you get like I'm gonna be like that back and forth between them is so good, like going on, and even where like. And like, it's already started for sure.
He doesn't like our little like guard that like walks around the town, and I'm like, that guy's my man. He doesn't sleep.
LaRouche.
Yeah.
I think it's LaRouche. I don't know how to say that. I had a teacher at one point Mr. Roche. True story.
Shout out to Meadowbrook Elementary. Dan Allen, what did you play in this week in gaming?
This week I played. Actually no. I made a promise to a man. I made a bet, a bait and switch. I'm like, I have this friend. And I go to this friend and I say, I want you to play Rime. It's free on PlayStation Plus. It's really good. I keep telling people it's good, but there's like a moment deep in it I want to talk about. It's like, I didn't cry, but I'd like teared up, and I didn't expect to, and it was a really epic moment. And if I told you about it, it would not ruin the game, but like, I just want to discuss it. And he's like, I'm not going to play Rime. I'm like, alright. A week later, he's like, he's like, Dan, I'll play Rime if after I play Rime, which is only like a 9-10 hour investment, it's like, you play Final Fantasy X. I'm like, I already wanted to play Final Fantasy X. You're saying you're going to let me borrow Final Fantasy X? Remastered, PS4, cool. Here's the thing. I'm going to do that. So I will be playing Final Fantasy X very soon. But this week, I'm trying to get through stuff so I can focus on such things. So I'm still playing Days. I'm ongoing playing Kingdom Hearts Days. I'm ongoing playing Dragon Quest Builders. So I tried to finish Ukulele. I am in the 5th world now. It is really good. All the worlds have been really quality. There's a world that's fully constituted. It's like everyone in it is a shopping cart.
A shopping cart?
Like it's a swampy level. They're like all shopping carts got thrown in the swamp.
Mm.
It's really good. It's really good design. It's just the platforming's still solid. The more elements they give you from other famous platformers, it seems the more interesting it gets. You got like some Sonic situations happening now. And we're full Banjo-Kazooie power-wise at this point. Like, I have pretty much all the powers they can give me. Like, fly straight up in the air. It's all been good. Not too much to say about it. But, I'm enjoying it.
Nice.
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
Also, I think might start Bloodborne, too. Might dip my toe back in Bloodborne. This week in gaming. We've got some serious business to attend to. The first game this week is called Top of the Pops.
Top of the Pops?
Full transparency. Return to Top of the Pops. This is why. 20th episode, I want to do something special. I'll do the best of games that I loved, podcast games that went over well, or I just thought were most entertaining to me. Bring them back, do new ones. Top of the Pops, we did top 100 UK physical sales, and then you had to pick the highest ranked one because we'd have the lowest number, and that's how many points you got, and lowest score wins, golf style. We're doing that again, a shortened version, just 2 of you. You each get 5 choices, but this time we are doing for Nintendo. In December, you both own a Switch. They put out a news update to your Switch in America. You both received it, whether you looked at it or not. That said the top 20 best-selling games for America as of December 20th. One by one, you're gonna pick a single Nintendo Switch game, and where it is on the list is gonna be how many points you're gonna achieve. Yes, please. Thank you, sir. You guys understand?
Yes.
You guys remember Top of the Pops?
I remember Top of the Pops. I did horrible.
So we gotta guess it was best selling.
Yeah. Because if you guessed number 1, you only got 1 point that round. Kyle killed it last time. He's not here. This is great.
Okay, so.
But you're not going first. We gotta decide who goes first.
Okay, well, what's the years we're doing?
Nintendo Switch.
Nintendo Switch.
Just in general.
Yeah. So from March to December 20th. Came out in March?
Top 20 games.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything that came out for the Switch. If you guess off the list, which might happen in this one because it's only 20, it's 20 points. That's my mama. Cartier, I'm thinking of a number 1 through 10. Trey.
7.
It was 4, but it's always 4 or 7. So Cartier, would you like to go first or second in this game of Top of the Pops?
I'll let Trey go first.
Whoa.
Oh.
A bold move. By the way, these
I'm a gentleman.
Hell yeah.
the points will not carry on throughout the entire podcast, but you do get something for winning each game. That is going forward. The overall winner of each game is important to this Gauntlet series. So Trey, name any game for the Nintendo Switch.
So
We're
best
going.
selling gets
This
me
should be-
lower score.
This should be eShop and yes, exactly.
Okay.
eShop and physical sales for Americas.
I'm gonna guess Mario Rabbids.
Mario and Rabbids
Yeah.
was number 5. Good choice. That's 5 points for Trey Graunstadt. Nicholas Cartier. Solid start, Trey. Solid start.
Mario Odyssey.
Super Mario Odyssey is number 2. That's 2 points for Cartier. Solid start, Cartier. Solid start. Trey G.
Fire Emblem Warriors.
Fire Emblem Warriors did not crack the top 20. That's 20 points for Trey.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. Nicholas Cartier.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2 came out December 2nd, but just barely cracked the list at 17. Hard motherfucker.
I think it's called Fate Axtella, the Umbral Star. It's a game that's out for the Switch.
What are you bringing to me right now?
Go ahead, look it up.
For best-selling games?
Well, if it's not on the list, right?
That's not on the list, Trey. I'm sorry. I was just hoping you had the explanation. Like, Dan, you're dumb for not thinking it. Okay, I understand. Here's the thing. Nicholas Cartier.
FIFA 2018.
Wow, FIFA 2018 not on the list.
Really?
Yeah. How is that possible? Maybe it just didn't sell that well for Switch.
Maybe it's just in America.
Oh, it's for America. Nice try. The plot thickens with a 20-pointer from Cartier. Trey Graunstadt.
Skyrim.
Skyrim came in at 14. Because it will never die. What is dead will never die. Nicholas Cartier. Your fourth choice.
Bomberman.
Super Bomberman came in at 13.
Nice.
Going into the final round. Cartier, you have 52 points. Trey, you have 59 points.
Oh shit.
Trey G, what is your final choice?
Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2.
Cartier, what is your final choice?
Sonic Forces.
Both of those games not on the list. Your winner, Nicholas Cartier. 79 to 72. Holy shit. It was the pressure, guys.
Whoa.
Because no one said the number 1 best-selling game for Switch, Zelda Breath of the Wild. Trey, you crazy.
What?
Breath of the Wild.
I know, but getting lower on the list gives better points, right?
Oh, Trey Graunstadt didn't fully understand the rules. I don't think I did a good job explaining. We were going for best-selling games.
So you didn't want to have the most points. Okay.
It is all right. Cartier up to an early lead. This is the cooldown music. We're going to smooth sail through the cooldown. Cartier pulls up 1, but this is the time for some water cooler talk.
Hey, it's cool, everybody. It's Sunday morning.
Oh no.
So it went.
I drink.
Zelda.
See, the thing is, like, I only won that game by, like, what, 6?
7 points.
7 points? He didn't even know. That's how bad at that game I am. This guy's trying to get the most points, and I still only win.
Oh my god. Okay. Top 5 was Zelda, Mario, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Splatoon 2.
Yeah,
Mario
I
Rabbids.
know all this stuff.
Yeah, I know.
I'm
ARMS.
Like, oh, man.
Minecraft, Stardew Valley did well, Snipperclips, Sonic Mania, Pokken did well, Ultra Street Fighter 2, Puyo Puyo Tennis, Shovel Knight, Overcooked. When are you buying Overcooked, Cartier?
I keep seeing stuff on Tumblr
Yes,
about it.
you do.
People are putting switches inside of salad bowls. I'm like,
Oh, a sweet little cooldown. I think the cooldowns was the best idea, Cartier.
yeah, helps us smoothly transition on to the next.
I want that sweet. I had to go deep for the time. How you feeling after that first one, Trey? Good. Feeling ready to bounce back? Warmed up. I think this next one was a game you won. If that brings the hype level up at all.
No, I think the hype level's right where it is.
All right. You get to use the whiteboard.
We do?
Hell yeah.
You get to use whiteboard?
I'm gonna race Kyle.
You can just use this one. Yeah. You can use this one.
Where'd the other one go?
The Pinkin? Right here.
Nice.
Pinkin tournament. Alright. So,
Can I have my marker?
How you let me know, bitch? How you let me know? How you let me know?
I don't know where it is. There it is. Oh, I see. Thank you, Nicholas Cartier. For our second game this week, we're going to do what a lot of classic 90s video game series did. What a lot of 90s video game series did. We're going to give you a half-baked, way too soon sequel to something that was good. You guys remember the closer from last week?
No.
Time for, you don't remember shit. It's time for Outdated Critiques 99. I went to IGN and found the oldest reviews.
Metal Gear.
And then I scrolled down to 1999. I'm going to tell you the game. You're going to tell me what you think IGN gave that game. It's a 100-point system. 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. Whoever's closest is going to get the point for the round. All games going to be from 1999. It's important. First off, quick Hitman Episode 5 update is still mislabeled in the IGN review system. IGN, please, for your fans, do me a favor and update the date that Hitman Episode 5 was reviewed.
So you're gonna keep telling them that, and then they're gonna come out with like this week in corrections, and then they're just gonna get like millions of dollars for having corrections, and just buy Smooth Sailing and be like Litmit Media.
Listen, I stole it from Doug Benson, and they can steal it from Doug Benson. All right, it's fine. Credit Doug Benson. Credit.
So the game's got to be from 1999.
Yeah, the game's gonna be from '99. I'm gonna tell you the name of the game. You're gonna tell me what you think IGN gave it out of 10.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And we're gonna start with The Game of Life. For PlayStation, January 7th, 1999 was reviewed. The board game turned into PlayStation game Life. What did IGN give it?
I'm ready.
Cartier is ready. Really feeling the heat.
Ready?
After that first victory. Reveal. 6.4 out of 10 says Cartier. 5 out of 10 says Hard Mofucker. They gave it a 4.8. Trey almost exactly on. That's a point for Mr. Grunstadt. Second game. Outdated Critiques 99. For PlayStation as well. February 24th, reviewed by IGN. Silent Hill. The first in a series of horror games, Silent Hill would go on to win such awards as My Heart.
Ready?
I'm also ready.
Reveal. Trey said 8.4. Cartier said 8.8. IGN said 9 out of 10. That's a point for Cartier. You can cut the tension in this room with multiple karate chops if you had to. For the N64, April 27th, it was reviewed by IGN. A little game called Super Smash Bros. What did IGN give the much loved Super Smash Bros. Master Hand.
I'm ready when you are.
Known for his depth as a villain. Alright. Trey Graunstadt says 9.2. Oh, that's so funny. Cartier says 10 out of 10. IGN said 8.5. That's a 0.4 hard motherfucker. Trey Graunstadt.
Yeah, boy.
For PC, reviewed June 2nd, 1999. Austin Powers, Operation Trivia. IGN.
Ready.
What did IGN give Austin Powers Operation Trivia?
I'm ready when you guys are.
Reveal. Nicholas Cartier said 4.4 out of 10. Trey Graunstadt said 3.2 out of 10. IGN said 8 out of 10.
Really?
There's a point for Nicholas Cartier.
Who would have fucking thought?
So funny to me. They gave it an 8.
Did that do better than Smash Bros?
No, but it did do better than Rayman. If an asshole would have if I needed to take IGN down another peg, like IGN's huge, but review wise, if I felt the need to take him down another peg, I definitely could have slanted this to be like, look what they gave Austin Powers Trivia for PC. Look what they give acclaimed amazing game. Like just back and forth. But we're not gonna do that. For Game Boy, review June 14th, Metroid 2, Return of Samus.
I'm ready.
Ready. This Gauntlet series brought to you by Litmit Media. It's LITMITMEDIA@gmail.com. 7.4 out of 10 says Nicholas Cartier. 8.4 out of 10 says Trey Graunstadt. Metroid 2 got a 9. That is a point for Trey Graunstadt.
Oh, yeah.
It is 3-2. Trey leads by 1 point. For Game Boy, June 23rd, reviewed by IGN. What did they give Pokemon Blue? That would be the blue variation of the first generation of Pokemon.
I'm ready as well.
Trey says 9.8. Cartier says 9.4. They gave both blue and red a 10.
Fuck.
That is a point for hard motherfucker. He pulls ever so slightly away. For N64, reviewed June 6th. IGN. Rugrats Scavenger Hunt. Rugrats obviously known for both finding things and losing things. Known for escaping the playpen and
using screwdrivers like they're Doctor Who or something.
Woo!
I'm ready.
4 out of 10 says Cartier. 9 out of 10 says Trey Graunstadt. They gave it a 3.7. Trey looked at me after that 9 like, what, motherfucker? What, you guys are crazy. That's a point for Cartier. It's now 3-4. For PlayStation, July 27th, IGN reviewed Croc 2. What did they give Croc 2?
I'm ready.
Ready.
I'm ready. And I'm ready. And I'm ready.
Revealed. 6 out of 10 says Trey Graunstadt. 8.6 out of 10 says Cartier. What did you say? 6?
Yeah.
Oh. Point goes to Cartier. Math for a second. Croc 2 got a 7.5. It is all tied up. Only a few questions remaining. For N64, July 28th. Reviewed by IGN, Mario Golf. Mario Golf, known for its power drive, its putting.
Ready.
beautiful scenery.
I'm ready as well.
Reveal.
Reveal my trap card.
8.6 says Trey. 7 out of 10 says Cartier. IGN gave Mario Golf an 8.3. That's a point for hard motherfucker. He leads Cartier by 1, but with one question left, Cartier could tie up this game. And that is, for PlayStation, on August 18th, what did IGN give Chocobo Racing? Chocobo is known for their dexterity and speed in battle, also for carrying people long distances during the opening cutscene of Final Fantasy Tactics. It's beautiful. Known for starting small and sometimes ending up really big. Known for their friendships, Saz and Final Fantasy 13.
Have been known to live inside of someone's hair.
I'm running out of Chocobo facts. I don't really know that much about them.
I'm ready.
Reveal it, Trey. 7.5 for Chocobo Racing, says Trey. 5 out of 10, says Nicholas Cartier. They gave it a 5.6. That is a point for Cartier. We're going into sudden death in the second game.
Sudden death annihilation!
And the sudden death is for Dreamcast.
Son of a bitch.
Shit!
Coming out also in August of 1999. Ready to Rumble Boxing 2. I believe it's 2, yeah. What did IGN give Ready to Rumble Boxing 2?
I'm ready.
Ready.
Reveal.
Okay.
Oh my. Cartier said 3 out of 10. Representative of the Jizzcast, Trey Graunstadt, said 7.
I thought it was Jizzfinity.
IGN gave Ready to Rumble Boxing for the Dreamcast a 9.1. That's a point for hard motherfucker taking the second game, tying up the Gauntlet series.
Oh, shit.
That brings us to our last game, but first, I think we need to cool down just a little bit, Cartier.
I think we do too.
Yeah.
Ooh. You guys hear about that Evil Within 2 first-person mode?
No, I didn't.
I'm excited. Me and Kyle are gonna try that this week when we play Evil Within 2.
I mean, it sounds pretty dope.
Yeah.
So, I said we probably weren't gonna talk about it. We got like a solid couple minutes, maybe.
What time?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I was just trying to figure out how long there was left in the song.
Oh, okay.
But,
yeah.
So, Focus Arena was talking about the new battle system might be changing for Pokemon on the Switch.
Nice.
And instead of being
well,
turn-based,
that's interesting.
yeah, instead of being turn-based, they're thinking about it being like real-time. Like on the map, like real-time. Like you throw out your Pokeball and then a circle appears. And it's kind of like Pokken. You can like dodge when you're attacking.
Oh, that's crazy.
I feel like for an open world Pokemon, that might be what it needs for it to not be as stale and as like transition-y.
That's a good idea.
But I also feel like it can alienate a lot of the people who love the turn-based aspect of it.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know. I don't like the way it looks in 3D for being turn-based, so that's just my unpopular opinion.
As good as it can go, some people stop playing, no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
But some new people
Just-
start.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, you go away from turn-based, you go something else. That's fine. But I know people that like turn-based is their shit. Other things is not.
Yeah.
That's that.
Oh, I mean, how long can
In the seat.
Pokemon sustain?
Forever.
I mean, yes. But they gotta do something different every now and then. Like,
Yeah.
They're always doing something different. Mega Evolutions, Z Crystals.
Yeah.
You can change what your person looks like now.
Yeah, it's. I mean, they're definitely doing new stuff.
You're not a white 10-year-old person from insert town that I just moved to. Mom makes me set my clock and then kicks me out of the fucking house to go visit Dad in Petalburg. Catch a slack off.
Whoa.
You know.
Whoa. Too specific.
Whoa. Dude, I grew up in Wolverine Lake, man. I don't know about that.
I don't know what that is. Oh, the final game. Cartier versus Grunstadt. The Gauntlet series tied 1-1. A quick victory in Outdated Critiques 99 by Trey G, aka Hard Motherfucker, brings him ever so close to making him today's ultimate closer and the winner of our first versus Gauntlet series. However, Cartier with also a quick Vic. I just like saying quick Vic. Also a quick Vic. In Top of the Pops. Gives him the confidence to know that he also has a single point in this Gauntlet series, which brings him to the finals, just like Trey.
Hey, yo, Dan, I just want to say that I'm doing this for my mama, and
Whoa.
I'm doing this for Walled Lake.
Whoa.
Wolverine Lake's going down. We are the real WL.
I don't even know what those places are,
Real
but
Wall.
I've been wanting to bring this game back for a minute. Let me preface all this by saying you're gonna ring in this one. We haven't rung in all day.
Rapid fire.
You're ringing by saying justice, though. And because this is what I've come to. I think justice is the best thing we've rung in with. And I do like to look back on the fact that I made you guys all say Bazinga like 30 times in a recording once.
Bazinga.
There's no going back on that. I have saved that episode. It exists forever. Bazinga. You're ringing by saying justice for this second rendition of a game I like to call Who Done Said That. We say a lot of shit in this podcast. Sometimes it's dumb. Sometimes it's real smart and thought out, and sometimes it's dumb. I'm going to say a quote that someone said in this podcast, and you're going to ring in by saying justice. You're going to wait for me to acknowledge that you were the one. And then you're going to tell me who you think said it. And we're going to find out who exactly is the one. Not a hero, but the one. You guys ready? You guys remember this game?
I do. Remember because I said just cause?
Do you have a pen I can write with, Trey?
What do you see around you?
No, not that pen. The pen you had earlier. It was like the fanciest pen I've ever seen.
Oh, I know what pen you're talking about.
I don't know if you still have that pen, but...
I know about that stuff.
This is the story of a pen.
Who done said
Story
that?
of a girl. You got it right down the hallway.
I really like this game, though. I'm excited to play it. I don't know about you guys.
I enjoy this game.
But before we start, can I say...
I've seen better, but
Can I say, confidence level going into Who Done Said That, Cartier? Any final words for Trey?
I'd like to think I know who says what.
Ooh.
Or at least I know what I say, so...
Whoa.
But it's like a wild card with Kyle, because sometimes he says stuff.
He says stuff.
I know. Sometimes it's really mumbly, and then sometimes he's talking, he can't really say. But he still says things, and we still acknowledge him.
Strong last words from Cartier. Trey Graunstadt, any final words for Cartier? What's your mindset maybe going into this final piece of the Gauntlet series?
I'm gonna take him, and I'm gonna break him.
yeah, I'm gonna go all Keanu Reeves on him.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Four. All right.
I'm surprised you didn't go with the bone saw.
Yeah,
Bones
no,
up.
I mean,
Oh, the cream gonna rise to the top. Cream.
I feel like that was too expected.
Yeah. I
That
thought you
was
were
too
gonna watch it.
contrived.
So remember to buzz in with the word justice.
Now, does it have to be justice?
It has to start with a J and it has to start with a J and end with an S.
What if it ends with an ES?
Okay.
Or an SE?
As long as you fool me. The S sound. I'll take it.
Gotcha.
Just grass. Who done said that? Oh, by the way, if I add like an affliction or like a flexion, if I do something with my voice for certain ones, it's just because I feel like it. Because I felt like you needed it, or I just felt like it. But otherwise, I'm just gonna read it like this: alien's head is like a graph, and you cover his eyes and third eye and mouth.
Justice.
Trey.
Kyle.
Justice.
Nick.
Trey.
No. This alien's alien's head is like a graph, and you cover his eyes and third eye and mouth. That was me Talking about LSD Dream Emulator. Point for no one. That's a point for the crowd. Everyone at home, that's one. You too.
You too can be the closer
Vote-
this week in gaming.
Vote on mobile. 1 point for the crowd. Wisp of cream in your morning coffee.
Justice. Nick.
No.
Justice. Dan Allen.
Yeah, I would have accepted that. That is really who said it. It was Roger. I would have accepted Roger too. The note from Roger. 1 point, Cartier. There's too many questions in this game, by the way. I fucking was excited. I wrote so many of these. I have Pokemon cards too.
Justice.
Trey.
Trey.
It was Trey. I love that line too, dude. I remember, it took me by surprise when you said it to me. I was like, I took it out for the Poke Challenge. Like, I have Pokemon cards too. I'm like, yeah, you do. I'm like, we've discussed this. We know. I'm excited. You dumb asshole.
Justice.
Yeah.
Trey to Kyle.
Justice. Kyle.
It was Kyle. He immediately knew it was not correct. He knows who says what. And when with the insults.
I remember those slights against my honor.
I've never been on the Evertree.
Me.
Nicholas Cartier, you are correct. I'm sad I had to do that accent. I couldn't do Australian, but yours sounded more British, so I went British. I'm like, that's what it is. This is care the Evertree. Okay. Skipper blah.
Justice.
Yeah.
Kyle.
I'm gonna give it to you guys one more time. Skipper blah.
I'm gonna say Justice. Dan Allen.
It was Trey. I mean, I might not be recreating it good enough, but how I have it written down is skip bo.
What?
If you guys want to look for that, that's on episode 16, Cardboard Origami. Look through it, you'll find it. Said by Trey Graunstadt.
Oh. Wow. This is certainly unprecedented.
Last week
That's not even that far back.
Last week in burritos.
Beef stew.
Justice.
Yeah.
Me.
It was Nicholas Cartier. He's too busy pouring champagne on his phone.
Justice.
Trey.
Kyle.
No.
Justice. Me.
It was also Nicholas Cartier.
Damn.
Was that Wheezy F Baby commercial?
I just had this preconceived notion of what VR was.
Justice. Trey.
No.
Justice.
Mm.
Dan Allen.
No.
Fuck.
Justice.
Yeah.
Nick Cartier.
It was Nicholas Cartier. Point for Trey. Dan Allen, 7,000 years ago.
Justice. Nick Cartier.
No.
Justice. Trey.
No.
Justice. Kyle.
No.
Justice. Dan Allen.
I said it myself. I said my own name. And that was, look, I don't want to give you too much context, but it's, that no one's going to give a fuck about the guy that calls the Pokemon VR a year before. But they'll be like, Dan Allen, 7,000 years ago. Sato-san, what are you trying to say to me?
Justice.
Yeah.
Dan Allen.
It's also me. Going for Trey Graunstadt. It was indigestion burp.
Justice. Trey.
No.
Justice Kyle.
It's Kyle Melville. It is 6-4. Cartier barely leading by 2. Many questions left. I'm gonna rapid fire your ass out of the window.
Justice.
Yeah.
Kyle.
That was Kyle. Closes the gap to 1. This is my favorite one. Oh no. Oh, I gotta get it right. It's like how it's said. Fuck. Sorry. Listeners at home. Fucking Macklemore?
Justice, Nick.
That was Nick. I don't know. I couldn't do it justice, Cartier. You fucking blew me up when I was like, this is funny out of context. Nobody puts baby in a corner.
Justice, Trey.
Well played, Trey. That was Trey. The Pokemon game coming out for the Switch might be based in Spain.
Justice, Nick.
That was Nick. It's tied 7-7. I want to lay eggs inside you, Kyle.
Justice, Trey.
Trey takes the lead with eggs inside Kyle. That's what I call both my thighs.
Justice.
It was close. I gotta give it to Cartier.
Me?
You weren't sure.
No, I'm not.
I
know what I call my thighs.
It was you. It was you.
That was a gold one, that was gold. Like, I listened to that the day after, and Adrian just looked at me. She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Yeah."
That's funny.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Continuing on. You're not my fucking dad.
Justice.
Nicholas Cartier.
Trey.
That was Trey.
That was me.
Well, he's farting up here, he's farting down there,
Justice.
he's farting everywhere.
Kyle. So do I get the point or what?
You do. I give it to. He's just like a 4-year-old that was like trying to figure out the bike, but like the wheels aren't spinning the right way for him. They're blaming the bike. They're like, spin this way, spin out, spin everywhere. He's just so frustrated by your flatulence.
Dude, he can suck it because he deserved it.
Fuck.
That was
Bill,
like punishment.
Bill Nye is getting high.
Justice.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Trey.
No.
Kyle.
No.
Dan.
It was Dan Allen. Cartier takes the lead by 1. There are 2 questions left, ladies and gentlemen. What a great time to remind you that this final game in the Gauntlet series is to decide the ultimate closer for today. And, as always, the closer is going to get to close out this podcast in whatever way they want, whether that be via song, dance, special breakdown of the picture Kyle, the picture of Kyle I'm staring at that Cartier drew. Whatever. Either way, 2 questions remain. So I must say to you, the 3-stage potato.
Justice. Nick. Its name is Potatrio.
And finally, it's very visually enticing.
Justice. Trey.
That is a point for Trey. Which brings the score to 10-11. Cartier won still because he won that first one. What a close game. How do you feel, Cartier?
Like the ultimate winner.
How do you feel about this Gauntlet series as a whole?
I like it. I see where you were going with it being 3 people.
Mm-hmm. It feels more like filler without Kyle here. Now it's like, oh, they had to fill it. I'm like, it does. Yeah.
What's canon, though? What's the difference between canon and filler?
Canon is Cartier actually isn't a professor and he just calls himself that.
Yeah. The trailers are canon.
Trailers are canon.
The Nintendo Directs are definitely canon for sure. Everything else is.
The Mill segments, they're not really that canon.
Mill. Man, last week's Mill song was a disaster of gold.
I loved it.
If you want to listen to it, you can find it. I know that Stitcher might not have our full archive at this point. They might not be saving everything. I don't know exactly, but either way, you can always find the full archive of all former Great Lakes Gaming episodes. Lit me at fireside.fm. I was like to thank everyone for listening today. This is fun. It's a fun, casual podcast. Normally we talk about news at least a little. Normally Kyle's here. Normally we eat apples. Right as Cartier starts to talk about Pokemon. Why did I bring it up at the end? I don't know. I just thought of it. I almost brought an orange. I literally almost genuinely brought an orange today. And then I'm like, what if Trey thinks I'm bringing an orange just to troll him about the apple thing last week? And then I didn't bring an orange. That's how much I overthought it, Trey. I want you to know.
So much you're going to get a cold now.
Those thoughts. They're cuties, too.
It's okay to eat a fucking orange on the air.
They're delicious.
Like,
it is a
I feel like an orange would be a lot better than just like a slow...
So I knew that would come up. I didn't want it to be shameful. Like, what a bad decision eating an apple was. Dude, Dan, great cutie choice. Like,
man.
It's so soft and quiet.
I enjoyed that apple.
No, it's fine. I just
yeah.
have shit concentration.
Yeah. It's fun talking about Pokemon. What else you guys want to plug? Litmitten on Twitter, Litmitten on Facebook.
Check out Dan's Instagram, Danger Danielson.
Yeah, I'm kind of off the... I think I'm taking a break from LSD Dream emulator for a while. Still have some pictures. I'll probably eventually post them. I'm gonna post other stuff.
You guys can check out our Facebook page. You can contact us on there. You know, if you have a game that you want to submit to us, or if you have anything you want to talk about that we can talk about on air.
Questions, fan songs, fan art that we can look at and you just want an audio reaction to.
What else? You can check out our YouTube. We've been starting to put the podcast on YouTube.
Yeah, I was gonna officially announce that, but it looks like we're probably it was kind of a test last week. We're not gonna do it this week, but probably starting next Sunday. If you want to just straight up listen to us via YouTube, it's gonna be an opportunity. You got episode 19 and 18, I think, up already. The whole backlog's going up eventually, though. Yeah. We're just people with time trying to get it lined up.
Plus, if you want to see the first episode of our series Backlogged, that's also on there. There's a Poke Challenge on there, surprise one.
Also, if this is your first time listening, first off, thanks for listening. Also, we normally get live reaction to a trailer that we generally haven't seen every week. That's the brilliance of us doing it on YouTube, is that you can actually watch along with us now. It's gonna be magical. It's gonna be a magical journey. Trey, you excited for the magic?
I think so.
You think YouTube's the future?
It might be.
I don't know.
The past as well.
It might be the past as well. From all of us at Great Lakes Gaming. You're a closer.
I'm the ultimate closer.
You're ultimate closer. Nicholas Cartier.
So we're gonna wait a second for this to do its thing. That's disappointing.
Yes.
That was beautiful.
I couldn't not. I thought of brushing the hair out of your face. Normally I say no, that's inappropriate.
But no, that was nice. That was like, that reminded me of the play.
Nothing. I do like Smooth Sailing as interlude music though.
I think the cooldowns were the highlight. Make sure, send us fan letters about that.
Yeah.
I don't mean to talk to any closing. So.
Oh no, it's fine. This is an open closer for all of us. Just bullshit around for another.
This whole episode was
2 minutes and 21 seconds.
This whole episode was an open podcast of bullshitting around. So I talked to Kyle last night. He's like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to make it." I'm like, "Yeah, that's fine." I was gonna do all games. He's like, "Aw."
Hey, but episode 20, yeah.
20 episodes. That's 5 months deep. We did it. We the best.
And we
Best it ever was. Best it ever was.
couldn't do it without our viewers, our listeners.
I wanted to talk about how Kyle's not here this week, so we're doomed. Because the one episode called "This Is the Kyle Melville Show" is like the most listened to episode.
Yeah.
After Return of Kyle Melville was such a flop, the double return of the secondary return of Kyle Melville is going to be a hit. Tune in next episode. It's popping. Ooh, little teaser for next episode. We're playing a game called Kill Your Goaties. Kill Your Babies returns next week.
Ooh. Maybe people will actually listen to it this time.
Probably not.
Anyways, we are Great Lake Gaming. Have a nice life.
Hell yeah.
Have a nice life.
Good band.
Have a nice life. Have a nice life. Have a nice life.